Last time out, we beat Ross County to win our first trophy of the save, winning the Premier Sports Cup trophy. The winter transfer window is now upon us, and we are starting to make some moves to try and bring in some players. There's already one player I've had to turn down because of his contract demands, but there's one player I'm looking to sign before this window is open. I have no idea who's going to leave us either at this point, but we've also had a few games since this cup final, so how have we been getting on? The first game we had was away from home against Hearts, and we took the lead inside 55 minutes after Cameron finds Antman. Antman does his little turn, plays it up right to Aarons, and Aarons decides he's going to do a bit of trickery himself, finds Cameron, back to Aarons, then finds Raskin, and then finds Aaron again, who is able to play it across. And it's a bit lucky that it hits Chimiti here, and he gets the goal. So useful to get this goal, happy either way. And 6 minutes later, we doubled our lead for the day. Sterling on the left decided to make a good run. He's finding his teammate in plenty of space, and Raskin finds Doyle. He finds Raskin again. It's probably a bit overworked at times, but then Aarons is able to play it across again. And this time, Antman picks up the pieces on the rebound to make it 2-0. The next game we had was against Aberdeen, and we did not get off to the best of starts here. Cornelius plays it back to Butland, and there was a bit of a clanger from our point of view. Suter plays the ball forward, finds Badron, but then Clarkson intercepts, and Armstrong finds Nisbet. It's the opening goal of the game, and 9 minutes in, we're 1-0 down to Aberdeen. However, just a few minutes later, we get ourselves a level. Makoma is able to play the ball across, and Suter is able to get the opening goal for us. 1-1, 30 minutes in. 70 minutes in, we actually take the lead, and this time we're the team that's making an interception for a pass, or at least get a tackle in. We're getting interception. Raskin gets the ball, he plays it forward to try and find Chimiti. It wasn't really the best pass, but Aarons, again, we're just going to try and keep the ball flowing. Raskin finds Aarons, he plays across to Cameron, he finds Antman, and Antman does this run to make it 2-1. We lead for the first 10 minutes game. Makoma, he decides to go for his little run, plays it across to Badrami, he finds Ashgard, he finds Cameron, then it's Max Aarons, and Max Aarons scores his first of the season with that effort. Raskin, Badrami, Ashgard plays it to Chimiti. Chimiti scores his first of the evening, and it's now 4-1. There was a check to see if it was offside, but it was eventually called onside. And before the half was even finished, we make it 5 before half time. And this is probably our best spell of the season so far, to get the 5 goals in 40 odd minutes. I would like to see more of these, honestly. But Antman is able to get the ball, cuts inside, plays it across, and Chimiti doubles his head for the evening and makes it 5-1 on the night. And Aberdeen start a counter-attack. It's a really good bit of play from them. Devlin gets the ball, he's able to play it across, and Nisbet gets his second of the evening to make it 5-2, and that was how the scoreline finished. The next game we had was at home against Motherwell, and it took us 31 minutes, but we eventually got the lead of the game. Makoma is able to keep the ball, finds Barron, he finds Dowell, and again we use the width of the pitch to our advantage. And if you look at the formation, actually I want to show you this. There's the 2 centre backs, Cornelius, Suter, then you got Barron who's the DM, you got Dowell, Aarons, Makoma, and you can see what we're trying to do here because we've now got Rothwell here. So he's our other centre midfield in this game. And the fact we've got these players doing their thing in midfield, we are trying to stretch the play out. And the ball from Makoma to find Rothwell shows what we can do. And Ashgard scores his first decision with that effort. It's what we're looking to do, and it's why I'm really excited for what this team can produce. And it's actually the second half we get ourselves a second goal. And it didn't take us very long in the second half to get this goal. Aarons finds the ball. He's able to run forward. He's allowed to charge. And I was a bit surprised by how well he was able to do this run, but he finds it down with this effort, finds Antman, then Aarons again on the ball, and then he plays across, and Chimiti's there. So they were calling offside, it wasn't given, and we get a 2-0 lead inside the first 25 seconds of the second half. He plays the ball out wide to Sterling, who's common for Aarons. And then it's Gassama back to Sterling. And Sterling plays this ball forward to find Chimiti. And Chimiti doubles his tally for the evening to make it 3-0. And again, we had to double check if offside, but it was given eventually. Mekoma, Erskard, Bajrami finds the ball forward to Chimiti, and Chimiti hits it first time to complete his hat-trick and get his first goal, but is not having a debate about whether it's offside or not. Motherwell do get a goal back, and it's from a corner, just takes the corner. And Sterling heads the ball away, but Motherwell keep the play alive. Banninger finds Pivos, he finds Just, and Just is able to do a shot. It's in the back of the net, it's 4-1. It was given after the offside was looked at, so wasn't our best bet defending. However, straight from kickoff, we got ourselves our 5th, and we kind of took offense to the fact that Motherwell scored from their own corner and just made sure to double. We'll get our lead back to 4 goals. Mekoma on the ball, finds Raskin. He plays across to Dow. You can see what we're trying to do. Stretch the play. Mekoma again on the ball. He is able to play it across to Bajrami. He plays it across. And Chimiti's in off the rebound to make it 5. It's 5-1, his 4th for the day. And we looked really good in this game. However, the last game we had, look at the stats, and then wonder how we didn't win this game. 33 shots to 4. I know the XG tells a different story, but we really should have won this game. But we had some chances in the game against St. Mirren, and we tried to do our best here. Cameron does find Antman. Antman goes for goal, and it's just wide of the post. Again, we are trying to create some chances. Aarons doesn't do very well his long throw, doesn't find his teammate, but we keep the ball anyway. We kept 70% of the possession, 77% possession, sorry, in this game. And looking at some of the stuff we did, I even gave some players rest because they needed some fitness concerns. And Sterling cutting his side finds Raskin. We're trying to do ourselves a good job here, but St. Mirren do get the ball back. Don't forget, St. Mirren scored in the first minute against us last time out, and we had to come from behind to beat them. But St. Mirren did show that they could do some damage, but this was not the game they did so. Antman plays a shot. It's saved by George. But St. Mirren just didn't seem to do well what looking to try and do. We were able to intercept the ball consistently, and this is good from us, but we just couldn't find the back of the net for the first time in a very long time, even if we were having chances galore. Max Aarons able to play us across to find Cameron. And then it's Aarons again, back to Antman. Oh, Cameron, sorry. And Cameron plays across this time, and Antman's shot goes out for a throw. In the second half, this is probably the only highlight we had in the second half, I think. And again, wasn't great. St. Mirren just knew what to do to keep the game, to keep the ball in their possession. And I wasn't impressed with my team in this game, honestly. Sterling did try his best to make things happen, but then go for goal here. That St. Mirren's game was actually the last game we had before this match that we're going to have against Celtic at Celtic. So we beat Celtic last time we met them. We've scored 48 times in the league this year and considered 21. Their defense is a bit better than ours by 8, but we've also got the better attack. So our goal difference is in the positive compared to Celtic. Why has this decided to fade away? I don't understand. Okay. But yes, we are in a good ascendancy. Celtic have won a lot of games in a row. In fact, I'm going to try and find their form table. So this has been Celtic's run of form as of late. They've won consecutive games. Their last defeat was actually away at home to Dundee, in fact. But they've won every game since then, including 5 games in the league and 1 Champions League game against Sporting Club de Portugal. That reminds me, we do have the Champions Europa League sooner rather than later. They got Arsenal and Dortmund. So I'm just going to look at this. Do they need... Oh, they kind of need to win those games just to survive. Good luck. But yes, we're in second place going into this game. We need to win to ensure we keep up, or at least draw. We can actually draw and win our game in hand and we'll be fine. We just need to avoid losing, really. I know that sounds like a tall order when you realize we've got Dajiga still out injured. He's out until 4 more days. He's not going to be available for this game. We've got Tavernier out and he's not going to be fit for a while. Diamante's still out on international duty. I have no idea how the Ivory Coast has been doing. I also don't care enough to check. Fernandez is 1 by 4 o'clock on loan. Sultar is still exploring his options to end the contract, so he's probably about to leave us on a free. But I do have a player that I am looking to sign. I'm going to show you that guy after this match. Oh, and Schmidt now got injured. He's out for hernia, so another player out. Brilliant. Love it. Great. Brilliant. Oh, Oh, so that was before the last game. He only just got the injury, so it's not even like it was the reason why he didn't start the last game. That's just new. But yes, here we are, about to take on our fiercest rivals. Hopefully we can win, because I really, really hope we can do a good job. Anyway, let's see how we do against Celtic at their ground. So Celtic, the biggest game of the season every year. And as far as I'm concerned, we've already lost at home to them 4-2. We beat them in the cup on penalties when we're down to 10 men. But today, a win would be very instrumental in our chances of winning the league, because it's always the case with Celtic, let's be honest. If we don't beat Celtic, we're not exactly going to help our chances, are we? Also, this is a nice cutscene. I feel like this is bigger than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting the intro to be as nice as this. Anyway, let's see how we do against Celtic at their ground. We need to do well here. We really do. As we get the ball back very quickly. And that was it. Okay, so chance inside the first 8 minutes. A key highlight anyway. And it's a Celtic that's starting things off. I'm still scarred by what they did to us in the league last time. I don't want to lose 2 games in a row against Celtic in the league. But I also know that we did beat them in the cup to get our first cup trophy. And that's a chance. It's a good save from Butland. And we need to be able to stop their chances quicker. Celtic on the ball again. It's another key highlight for their situation. But Kasama gets the ball back. Plays the ball forward. And we are going to get this. Mielski's going to keep it. And he's actually got past his man. Okay, Bernardo could not keep up with him. Can we do something? He's got a chance to go for goal. And he scored. It's deflected. It's in. And we have the lead as Celtic in the league. Brilliant. Brilliant goal. Individually, I can't believe he's done that. This was not what I was expecting. A great counter-attack really done by him. And he's just cut inside. The defender should have done better, really. And the deflection's taken the ball away from Kasper Schmeichel. And we lead 1-0 at Celtic. So I've not really seen a lot of highlights in this game, and quite frankly, I don't mind, because it means we go top, even if the arrows are facing the wrong way. How on earth has that happened, honestly? But yes, we've been the bad team. I like that you can actually cause it to pop up, but look at the team, look at the attributes, well, not the attributes, look at the ratings right now. We're being better. They've only had 1 shot, and we've seen that shot, and it was the one that Butland denied. So hopefully we can keep this up and get ourselves all 3 points at their ground. Okay, let's keep going. They've already made a change. Maeda's already off. That's a bit of a surprise to me. Amman is actually nervous, I'm looking at, and we hopefully don't have to worry so much about that causing us to have issues. I'm going to make a change. Amman is actually tired. We're going to bring Dow on in that situation. I know he can do it, so that's why I'm not concerned. And we're going to actually bring Bajrami on too, to have some tight, fresh legs on. Akama can come on later, but we are fine right now with these 2 changes. Okay, it's the first time we've really seen since, I think, the half started, honestly, but Sterling on the ball, finds Gassama, and that's not great for Gassama, considering he was the one who opened the door for Mielski to get the opening goal. And hopefully this isn't going to come back to bite us. What a pass to Nigran, and that is very lucky. We have done well to block that in the end. That being said, I'm actually going to take Gassama off and bring on Ashgard for him. And we're just going to go over there. We're going to make these last 2 changes. We're going to make 1 last change. And it's going to be Baron on for Rothwell, because I think he can do a job there. Ladies and gentlemen, we've escaped with all 3 points here. And we looked good for it. I'm happy. I'm really happy. We're now top of the table with that. Very high risk. He needs to be dropped in the next game. He's tired as all hell, isn't he? All right. I said I was making an offer, and I actually made an offer for £3.4 million for John Tolkien. He's actually we've actually offered a contract to him. He's actually accepted it. It'd be 24 grand a week. I don't think I want to tinker that, because I don't know what's going to happen with it. But These are his attributes, and you can see why I'm looking at him thinking he'd be really good for us. Set piece as well, by the way. 12 penalty taking, 15 corners and free kick taking, and 17 long throws. The American left back looks very good, and I really am excited for what we can do with him if he decides to sign for us. So far, we're the only team to make an offer for him, and I think we're the only team that will make an offer for him as well. So I'm really hopeful we can get this guy for 3.4 million, because that's what we offered, and that's what we got him for. So hopefully he'll sign for us this window. And as a result of all the fixtures today, we are now top of the William Hill Premiership, which is great. And with the game in hand, which is against Hibernia, which we are going to play soon, like in the next couple of games. So next time you'll see me, we would have played that game in hand. And hopefully at that point, we will be top by 3 points instead of just goal difference. It'd be an opportunity to really stamp our authority on the league, and that's great. That being said, I am going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video, and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.